te va a gustar esta lectura. You're going to enjoy this reading. Tío, ¿por qué? I'm going to tell you why. Now that you are completely focused on your growth, now that you are completely focused on you, and you're no longer willing to fight for them, because they're an emotional, immature mess that cannot offer you what you are looking for in a partner, ahora te quieren. Now they want you. But specifically, they want you. Why? Because they went out there looking for you. They found somebody, but that person didn't quite meet your standards, and now they're specifically reminiscing about you because with the sun, to a certain extent, you bring them happiness and stability with the Five of Pentacles right here. That doesn't mean stability. It means that they're missing the structure that you gave them, right? So they specifically feel abandoned in a way. Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, you might be going on a trip or you might be celebrating something soon. Let's dive in to your reading. My name is Noel Valenzuela. I'm the Tarot Vaquero. And before we dive in to this specific love reading, King of Cups right here in reverse, very immature person, okay? So if we're talking about love, the person that you were specifically dealing with was somebody that is really not in touch with their emotions, or they kind of always wanted to avoid their emotions. Okay, and that's specifically being represented right here with the King of Cups. Typically want to see why the King of Cups reverse is showing up and the Two of Cups, right? So, and the Five of Pentacles. Somebody missing the relationship, or specifically somebody missing the structure you offered them with the Five of Pentacles being right here. Right? I specifically do want you to acknowledge this is going to be a little bit of a Delulu reading, you can specifically say, but we mostly have water being presented right here, or we mostly have water being shown right here as a dominant energy, meaning love, meaning emotions, right? I specifically want to say right here that the cost of this relationship ending was them. Right? Because we have the King of Cups and then we have the Five of Pentacles as the energy that's being pushed towards you. So I'm specifically picking up that when it came down to this energy of the Five of Pentacles being right here in reverse, the Five of Pentacles being right here, the one that felt neglected in this connection was you. Okay? Why? I'm specifically feeling that you had everything that you could offer them in a relationship. And I feel like they told you this, right? The thing about it is that there's this humongous blockage down the middle with the Two of Cups being right here and with that person that has that emotional immaturity kind of going on being represented right here with the King of Cups reverse. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, right? I specifically do want you to acknowledge I'm also specifically picking Taurus, but I have Libra, I have Gemini as well, and then I have Virgo. Those energies are being represented right here. And Pisces as well, you see that? So we have this energy being shown of, hey, somebody is currently missing the structure that you were able to offer them, right? I specifically want to dive in on how you feel about this person and what are things that are going to happen between both of you, right? By the way, right now you guys are in separation. As simple as that. And that's being represented right here with the Two of Cups specifically being right here in reverse. With the Page of Pentacles and with the Four of Wands, someone is having a birthday very soon, or specifically somebody right here is having some sort of celebration within themselves, for themselves, with the Four of Wands, right? So you might have just celebrated an achievement, you might be feeling good with yourself. Overall, things are looking up for yourself, and you feel like there's this humongous change showing up for you in your reality, right? But how do you feel about them at this moment in time? We have the Three of Cups in reverse, so there you go, birthday, celebration, eating cake, right? The Three of Cups right here being in reverse not only signifies that you no longer see them as a balanced person in your reality, but you see them more as somebody that are going to bring more of this chaotic energy with the Three of Cups, more as this friendship instead of lover energy, right? So if you were to keep them in your life, you would be like not even a friend, but more on the side. If you talk to me, it's going to be really hard for me to talk to you, right? You're definitely in that energía. And with the Nine of Wands being right here, it's like you no longer want to deal with them, o no te quieres poner en su energía, porque with the Nine of Wands being right here, it's like you no longer want to fight for something that's honestly going to cost you to exhaust yourself, right? Or it's going to cost you this sort of mental anguish where you feel like you're fighting for a relationship, right? The energy, though, that's being pushed out right here is the fact that they miss what you offered them. They miss the structure that you gave them. And I'm specifically feeling with the Three of Cups, they could have gone looking for that somewhere else, and they weren't able to offer that, right? So not only did you create a standard for them, now they're having a hard time finding somebody like you, and now they're reminiscing about the structure you used to offer them, right? But with the King of Cups being right here in reverse, that's where we have that mentality of, I'm an emotional, immature person that does not know what they want, right? So we also have this very confusing energy that they put you through, or this very much so confusing energy that made you honestly just second guess what were you doing in this connection where somebody cannot offer you structure, right? Nine of Wands again. After I shuffled Nine of Wands again, you're no longer willing to put yourself in a situation where you know it's going to physically drain you, where you know it's going to put you physically in a place where you have to fight for something that's not for you. Why? Because right now you are more focused on your growth, specifically with the Empress, right? And then we have the Chariot. Remember how I told you there's that big change, that big movement happening for you in your reality? There you go. As simple as that. I specifically see that you should no longer be focused on this energy, or you should no longer be focused on them, because they're not somebody that's truly going to serve you in the long run. Yes, you might miss them. Yes, you might miss other things about them, but specifically growth is one thing that they cannot offer you, right? The Chariot not only signifies that you might be going on a trip, you might be planning some sort of trip this upcoming year, right? And that could honestly also mean that with the Chariot, there could be some sort of somebody showing up for you, right? I specifically want to see the King of Pentacles being right here as somebody that's not going to be able to offer you structure, really what you're looking for, right? You can find more structure within yourself. The thing about it is that with the King of Pentacles and the Empress, that's how they see you as, right? So not only are they missing the structure that you used to offer them, they're out here missing everything that you did for them, because the new person is not doing it for them like you used to, right? So they do reminisce about you, because to a certain extent with the Sun, you provided them some sort of happiness, right? We also have the Nine of Swords in reverse, and then we also have the Seven of Cups. You are no longer worried about them. Okay, with the Nine of Swords being right here in reverse, it signifies when you guys first were dating, or when you guys were first together, or you guys first broke up. One thing that ended up happening with you, that you were so worried about them letting you go. You were so worried about them specifically failing you, but now that you are basically in separation, it's rarely you think about them. And when you do, you ask yourself, why in the world am I specifically thinking about you? Right? With the Seven of Cups being right here in reverse, you already see how they are, and there's no trickery in what they're going to show you. So if they come up being all sweet, oh, todavía te quiero, todavía te amo, no, cut that off, because I'm not specifically going to take that from you, because now I know how you truly are, right? So to recap things, they're specifically missing the structure that you offered them. They're specifically missing the ability that you had that they cannot find in someone else now, right? My name is Noé. I'm the Vaquero, and I really hope this reading found you guidance. Okay, remember guys, it's a little bit Delulu, but Delulu is always Trululu. Take care.